I'd like to show you how to sharpen a knife without one of them fancy ones today. That is the knife sharpener, not the knife. This here is a razor strop, and it's very old, and you use this to finish your knife blade off with once you put the bevel on it. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Since this one doesn't have an edge, I'll start with this one. But I'll get my Carborundum out, and that is an old Carborundum, just like everything else I own. This is the rough side. This is what you start your bevel with, and this is what you finish the bevel with, and this is what you make it sharp with. Well, this is a knife I found up in Courtside. This is my Carborundum. Going to use the rough edge first to start a bevel. A bevel needs to be like this in order for it to cut. You don't want the whole blade cutting, you want just the bevel on the end of the blade cutting. This takes a little time to get used to. You see that angle? You got to maintain that angle all through the sharpening. All the way to the tip. Then you flip it on the other side. You can do it longer or you can do it less, depending on how many times you personally sharpened it with a Carborundum. Wipe it off, flip it over to the smooth side, same angle. Takes a little practice to get it down, but once you get it down, you actually become a knife sharp. You flip it over, do the other side. All the way to the tip. Wipe it off, and if you'll feel right on the opposite edge, you'll feel a little burr on the end of that blade. And that little burr tells you that you've got the knife sharp until you use this strap. You know, you can hook this thing on to anything. I don't have anything to hook it on, but I've got something right here. Take it on the rough side first, and always take the blade away from you. And the blade's always going away from you, okay? So that way you won't get hurt. You do it just like you're doing your sharpening. That takes that burr off of it and gives you a fine, fine cutting edge. You have to do this. A lot of times you can go like this on that point. Flip it over, wipe it down. Yeah. And you've got a fine edge on this baby. That's cutting plastic, or thick. Now that was just very quickly. If you spend about 5 minutes on each side, you'll get a blade that is like a barber's razor. It's got the bevel and it will cut and stay cutting. The problem with most knives, everybody sharpens them to the blade. That don't work. Your whole blade's cutting it, which it gets dull in about 4 cuts. This, you can cut with it for quite a while. If you don't have a strap, then get you one of these. It's very fine. It's just made for, it's a ceramic whetstone, and you don't need to get it wet. You can do the same thing. Works just as well.